My name is Chaka Fair. We are over on Humboldt and Moore Street. We are at the scene where a 7-month-old child was shot in the head and killed by gun violence. Well, I think that a lot of people would believe that this is an isolated incident and this is a situation that is errant. And while it doesn't happen frequently, it has happened before. Just a few years ago in Bed-Stuy, a 1-year-old was murdered, very similar circumstances. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. If we don't like the bread, we have to change the ingredients. We have to do something different to get something different from what it is that we're seeing. If we don't like the gun violence that we're seeing, we have to do something about that gun violence. One of the things that we can do is we can come out, we can raise our voices. We can let the community know that this is not something that is tolerated. This is not who we are. Someone has to stand up and make not just the community, but other people aware that this is not who we are. This is not behavior that is symptomatic of this community. There are decent people in this community, and decent people should represent this community, not this type of violence. Well, this is what we're talking about. We know that the devil makes use of idle hands. We know that if we keep our young people busy with different things to do, different things to learn, that keeps their mind away from being pulled by the devil and other forces. So if we spend our time with these young people and teaching them something and letting them see themselves in their own future, then we'll have some of these things happen a little less. There is not a one magic bullet. The best thing that I can say is that we all have to come together as a community. We have to strategize. We have to figure it out, because we are losing before we even start. 7 months, that's not even 1 year old. That child hasn't even had an opportunity to meet some of their developmental milestones, like walking, like talking, like toilet training. If we are losing before we even begin, what type of hope is there for us? I don't know what's in these people's mind. These young brothers, I don't know what's in their mind. One of the things that I know that is not a part of what it is that they're doing is hope. They don't see themselves in their own future. They don't see a situation bigger and better than what they see on a regular basis. If they are looking in their community and they're seeing things that are going awry, and they don't believe that they can rise above those circumstances or be better than those situations, then they will certainly join those situations as we are seeing. We have to show them that there is a better life. We have to show them that there is a way that they can be a part of this society and be productive members of this society. That takes us as a community, that takes us as mentors, us as the older people in the community. To the person who's still on the loose, I would say turn yourself in. There is no mistake that God cannot forgive you from. Now, here in the community, we're not happy about what took place. Absolutely not. But do take responsibility for your actions. Turn yourself in, face the music, turn from your ways, and come to God.
We was passing out flyers in the community to letting folks know that the person that actually did this shooting should be caught and be brought to justice swiftly. I personally put up $5,000 for a reward for his arrest and conviction, and to call for justice and making sure that the killer be caught at the end of the day. It just seems like that when the sun comes, the gun comes, but we have to be able to stand together as a community and pass out the flyers and really bring awareness of what happened. The lack of resources in our community plays a huge chance in our community where young people don't have different things and they pick up weapons. So we got to be able to continue to be able to utilize the weapons, utilize the resources that we have in our community, and to be able to help those that are lost, those young people that are lost, and be able to help them find their way. Absolutely, they should be brought to justice. They should be held accountable to the fullest extent of the law, and to be brought to justice. We ain't gonna let this rise up, stop. We're gonna make sure that he does every bit of jail time. And according to, you don't kill babies and get away with it in our community. We're gonna hold you accountable, and the police will do the same. I would say have a conscience and turn yourself in, and hope you won't rest until the angels and the spirits wrestle with you until you turn yourself in.
Bonsoir tout le monde, bonsoir Sean, What's Up TV. Moi c'est Haïti, with Zantra Haïti 1804. I'm here showing up because I live 5 blocks away and I found out the news yesterday. Literally, this is near where I'm currently residing. And we should never accept for not only a child, but any human being to have their life lost like this. So to hear the news of a 7-month-old baby in a stroller getting hit with a stray bullet, and I remember my godmother, who was several decades older than me, moved from New York because she remembered the same occurrence in broad daylight, babies getting shot in strollers, stray bullet. And now, as an adult, I come back to New York, and this is the same story we keep hearing. We can't keep just waiting for the police or for the news to do a press conference or trying to catch a killer. As the community, we have to show up and say enough is enough. We have to stop. We can't just keep saying enough is enough. We got to show it with our foot on the pavement and with our action. There's gun violence, cure violence, crisis management system. These orgs get funding. They have their catchment areas. They're here, they're not here. Whatever the case is, the point is community still got to show up. We can't keep talking about territory on the block. This isn't a gang. The block belongs to the block. The block belongs to the community. We share it. The land belongs to the land. We don't own it. We have to take care of each other and where we're living. We can't keep acting like this and allowing the police to weaponize it and use it over our head to say, hey, look how much of savages y'all are. Oh, and think we just gonna hyperfixate on calling people killers, criminals, and thugs when we being violated as criminals and thugs by this system constantly with no services. We have to be honest. If a baby could be shot by a stray bullet, how are we really living? No life should be lost. No life should be stolen. No life should be murdered. And we have to outcry. We have to say, we cannot keep accepting this. We have to act, and we have to support each other. You don't want to support, get out the way, because you're being a part of the problem. But we must have grace, patience, and love for each other to be part of the solution and come together. I do want to take this time to call out the name of the child, Kaori Patterson Moore. Your life is valued, and it's still valued in spirit. Your family's life, whatever y'all going through. And I do have a message for the killer or the young people out here, whoever, young, old, it doesn't matter. There's no age on pulling a trigger. I need you to think before you ever think it's okay to pull a trigger at 1 p.m. or at 1 a.m. or at any time. I live 5 blocks away. So I'm not going to stand by and say nothing. I'm not going to stand by and be silent. I'm not going to go in the cameras. I'm not going to go in the press. I respect WhatsApp TV because they've been around for years. And we have to actually support black journalism. People who are from the community like me who do this work for free and not asking for no money. We have to support as a community to take a stance and actually speak up, but not just speak, but apply action.
Chaplain Peter Jones, and I'm out here today because a tragedy has taken place. In this community, we lost a 7-month-old baby who lost her life at the hands of senseless violence. We as a community, we must do better because this is unacceptable. My heart goes out to the family, to the mother, and to this community. This is a pain that no mother should have to feel, no family should have to go through. So we're here to stand with this community, we're here to stand with this family, and we're here to get the justice that they so deserve. So the aftermath of something like this is very devastating, but we're praying for her mind, we're praying that God would give her peace, because at the end of the day, we know that the Bible says that earth has no sorrow, that heaven cannot heal. But on the flip side of that, we have to do the work and we have to be proactive and not just reacted because this could have been anybody's child, you know. So we have to do the work, and so we're out here and to wear like boots on the ground, you know, to make sure that we get the word out, to make sure that we get the message out that this heinous crime is unacceptable, and we will not stand by, and we won't tolerate this in our community and in this city. We must eradicate all this gun violence, and we must have a city where our kids and our babies can play and run, and, you know, they need to just be kids. So that's why we're here. And again, my prayers and my thoughts is to the family, to this mother, and she's gonna need our prayers and our thoughts even after this is, you know, all over. You know, even after the cameras are gone and all this stuff, she's got to deal with this, that her child is no longer here. So all we can do is pray for her strength, and we can pray that God will see her through, because we know that God is able and he can do anything but fail.
Peace and blessings. My name is Orisa Cameron. I'm the president for the 75th Precinct Community Council. And my reason for being here today is because at the end of the day, is about community. We're dealing with this same issue in East New York about gun violence. So we're here to support the 90th Precinct and their community. And we want this to stop. We got to stop. We're losing too many of our babies. We're losing too many of our loved ones to gun violence. And that's just what it is. We're here to support this community in any way that we can. And that's basically what it is. So we need to start spreading more love and come together as a community and be unified when it comes to fighting gun violence. We have to get to the root of how these guns are getting into our communities. I don't think it's about the status of how much money you have or anything like that. The root of the problem is, how do we stop these guns from getting into our community? And that's basically it. It has nothing to do with what dollar sign or how many zeros is behind your pay grade. The root of the problem is finding out who's bringing these guns into our community and just stopping it. So to the young man that has committed this horrible crime, the best bet right now is to turn yourself in. That's all we ask. Just turn yourself in.
Royal terrorists look so sharp, elegant as you can see the people, them up alive. Don't it, Red Fox, don't it?
So book fast, because the place don't sell off. Every time we keep, well, you know, went off for count. Yo, this is Red Fox.
And this is Screechy Dan. Yo, Red Fox, what's cooking?
Everything for the booking. Yes, for your events planning. Yeah, man, sweet 16s, weddings, whatever, dance, party. You don't know. Royal Terrace. Make it a day to don't be late, because this you got to appreciate.
1300 Utica Avenue.
True.
Got the place brand new. Where's the boss?
Right here in central Brooklyn. Book your event. Multiple locations.
Mr. Printer.
Rainbow Car Service 718-498-4444